How do, folks? How you doing? Just a quick one. I've been wondering. I've been umming and ahhing for a couple of days, a few days actually, and I don't really want to keep harping on about Trump because the division it's caused. But there's something quite curious going on right at the minute. Now I think everybody is aware that the vaccine and the chips and such like, and where it's all heading, that is the new world order. Excuse me. I don't think anybody in the truther movement is in dispute of that. The vaccines, the chips, it is the new world order. There's no doubt about it at all. It absolutely is the new world order. So a few days ago, I see a video. Sorry, I feel something on my tooth. Just use you as a mirror. I see a video a few days ago of President Trump telling America basically that he's putting the military on the streets to vaccinate. Anybody remember when we knew this was going to happen for the New World Order? So I put a post up in Wonky World, just wondering, what are the Trump supporters going to make of this? Surely seeing that now they've got, he is fake after all. He is working for them after all. I know this for a fact now because the vaccines are part of the New World Order. So if he is putting the military on the street to force the vaccines, he is clearly part of the New World Order. Clearly. I mean, I don't know, there's not many of us that have said it right from day one. Right from day one. I have been absolutely unshaken on who Trump and Q is. Not that I'm blowing smoke up my own ass. I'm just telling you, no flip-flopping at all from me there. Trump has always been a fucking puppet. He's owned entirely by the Rothschilds. There's so many things that the Trump supporters just absolutely fucking ignore. It's like talking to a globe earther as a flat earther. They're like, you can put the evidence forward and they absolutely ignore it. And just keep going on with the mainstream narratives or what they're hearing. In Q's case and Trump, it's the lamestream narrative. It's the fake truther movement. But the cognitive dissonance kicks in, the heels go in, and they go back to the paedophilia and bullshit and all the distractions and start telling you again what he's doing. The only thing he's doing is fooling you. The only thing he's doing is fooling you. They're putting Hollywood-style scripts out there with no evidence whatsoever, and everybody's going, ooh, at every plot twist. But the evidence is absolutely in front of your face that the New World Order is coming in. We're having, apparently, these sporadic lockdowns in independent areas. Don't really get that anyway, because lockdowns are unlawful, and as folks saw all the way through in my videos, I didn't comply one fucking bit. People are still talking about fucking masks. Another one of the Trump things that they ignored is comes out in masks, tells you all to wear masks. You know it's the New World Order. So you go, oh yeah, he's just going along with it for now. No, you're just going along with it for now. I don't want the division, I really don't. I don't want to be coming on here calling people fucking idiots. I really don't. I'm calling some really nice folks fucking idiots. I'm calling some friends fucking idiots. Sorry, but you're being fucking idiots. It don't mean you're unsavable. We've all been fucking idiots. But at the present, you're being fucking idiots. Against all evidence and all logic, you've always known presidents are selected. You've always known that the cabal, the deep state, whatever you like to call it, you've always known they've owned all presidents and prime ministers. You've known this. You put that together with knowing that is part of the New World Order. That is part of the New World Order. And eventually that is part of the new fucking world order. What are you thinking? What part of the New World Order isn't Trump? Please. I mean, if I could have a rational discussion with a Trump supporter, I would actually love to, and I wouldn't call them an idiot. I'd have a rational discussion as long as they fucking actually didn't get absolutely illogical. That's where I draw the line, and it isn't really a line, it's my instinct. I can't have somebody talk absolute shite to my face and ignore all logic without me being triggered. That's my trigger point, and it is what it is. I've got loads of folks thinking I think I'm always right. Don't at all. I've been wrong about loads of fucking things, and I've stated I've been wrong about loads of things. I'm not perfect. I know some shit. I do my due diligence. I know loads of shit, I suppose. Loads and loads of it. But at the end of the day, you learn something new every day. And that's my attitude to life. Every day I'm learning something. Everybody has the same fucking ability. I'm no better than anybody else. I know some things that others don't. Others know some things I don't. As far as the law's concerned, I don't know everything about the law. Folks say, oh, you know everything about the law. No, I don't. There's folks out there that know loads more about the law than me. But one thing is clear. There's not many folks out there know more about rebutting the system than me. There's not many folks out there that know more than standing on who you are and not being able to be touched by the claims than me. There are some, and there are some out there that I look up to. Not many at all. I can count them on less than that, but they are there, and they know who they are. But at the end of the day, knowledge is to be shared. Now, a lot of folks went all butter with what I did with my sovereignty. That's immaterial. I share my fucking knowledge with anybody, and anybody out there who's got in touch with me that I've never fucking spoken to before will tell you that, because I get into long, deep conversations on a daily basis with folks I've never fucking spoke to before, and I pass as much information on as I am asked. It's as simple as that. I would tell anybody anything. It's just when you get me doing things for you, I kind of put the brakes on nowadays, because we know where that all went. But at the end of the day, the world is fucking wonky. You're looking in the wrong place as always. You're looking for saviours. You are your own saviour. You are your own saviour. The law is actually your saviour, but the real law, don't fucking piss about with legal shit. And if you don't know much about the law, let me just give you this little snippet. You have a court setting. Say you're going into court. You don't know much about the law, so you can't really fight it. You don't know what I do. You can't fight jurisdiction. So you go up there, just challenge the fucking prosecutor's right to practice law. Ask the court, or tell the court there's a matter at hand he's dealing with before you move forward. Like you have a question to ask the prosecutor. Are you licensed to practice law? Yes, of course I am. Well, you won't mind standing on oath and telling me that? He's got to. You require it in a court. He has to stand on oath. He cannot refuse to stand on oath and tell you he has a license to practice law. And he's going to be happy to do it. Clever cunt. But while he's up there testifying, you have the right to cross-examine. You only need one question. One question. Do you know what it is? Do you have any first-hand knowledge of anything you are about to testify to here today? Yes or no? Now think about it. He's going to try and babble. He's on oath. He's testifying right now. He's testifying. Yes or no answer. Do you have any first-hand knowledge of anything you are going to testify here to today? Hearsay is not accepted in a court setting. Take it or leave it, folks. It's reality. It's all fucking fake, and it's all down to what you know. For starters, nobody should be walking into one of these magistrates' courts anyway. They're administrative hearings, and there's evidence to prove that administrative hearings are unlawful. So why would you be going there? You'd be putting them on notice. You'd be telling them why it's unlawful. I'm happy to tell anybody why. I'm happy to explain. And I'll probably share a few fucking notices that have been sent off to prosecutors to shut down cases. It's not rocket science. You've just got to know a little bit of shit, but to be honest, it's all about putting the fucking effort in. And if you're going to go down an entire road distracted by Trump, you're going to be distracted by the prosecutor. They're good too. They have a good story to tell. Ask them, do you have jurisdiction here over me? Ask them before you give the name. Don't give the name. Don't ever give that name in court. Get things dealt with first. There's matters at hand to be dealt with. Ask 2 questions. Do you have any first-hand knowledge? Do you have any jurisdiction over me right now? Not a bit of it. But to be honest, folks, it weren't about the law. It was about the illogicality of what's going on. Not just the fact folks are gullible, because they've got unlimited funds to spend on the best minds in the world to do this to you. They're working on psychology on a level you can't comprehend. We can all be fooled. But what sets us apart is when we start seeing the fraud blatant right in front of our face. What we do next. Because no longer are you being fooled. Nobody right now, from now, can say that they're being fooled by Trump. They were, to start off with, all that Q stuff, spectacular. And I was reading it, and although I was saying absolute bollocks, I was seeing the value of how good it was and how it'll pull everybody in. But the facts still stand. Right now, as of now, you're seeing him do that. You know it's fake. You're seeing him putting the military on the streets to vaccinate, forced vaccinations. Now, a while ago, I said I don't think they'll do any forced vaccinations because they won't need to, because those that don't consent just won't be able to take part in it. However, the way it's going at the minute, I could actually see them doing it. So I could be wrong there. I should imagine they'll do the consenting first, but if they do a lockdown, they'll do everybody together. It won't matter, because, like I said, put choke points on major roads. Prove you've had a vaccine, have your chip, or get taken away. They're your 3 choices. I don't consent. But I can actually see that being possible. Listening to our Trumpies and knowing what they do in America will eventually come here. Not that we copy, it's an agenda. They're all fucking pissing in the same pot. People need to stop thinking about countries as different folk. The folk aren't different. We're all the fucking same. It's the parasites. They're different to us, and they're in every country. It's one lot of parasites against one lot of people. Don't give a shit whether you're black, white, green, pink or purple. The reality is, it's parasites against people. World over. While anybody is saying in England or in America as their country as they're trying to educate folk. World over. The problem's world over, so is the fucking solution. The only solution is worldwide solidarity. Not in going out kicking off, not in smashing things up, it's sitting down. Give them the shutdown they keep threatening, but give it them when they don't want it. Shut down. Refused. At this stage, the world should shut down and refuse to fucking stand back up again until they've gone. Until they've gone. We know at some point they're going to shut us down. Then we know for a fact, probably in fucking winter, we know there's a food shortage coming. We know damn well they're going to shut everything fucking down, possibly even your electricity and your fucking water. Who's prepared for that fucker in winter? And talk about culling off of the fucking old folks then. Oh, due to coronavirus, the pumps aren't working on the water systems and the heating. Your electricity's all gone down because all the people have died in the fucking nuclear plants that are working on Tesla theories, really. But the reality is, they've proved to you they can and will do as they wish to you. They've proved to you they can fool you. They've proved to you they can sucker you into anything. But one fucking most important thing, they've proved to you these fucking idiots walking around like that will do anything they fucking say, include eventually turn on you. So just think of this while you're watching old Trump show himself over and over again, shows himself blatantly, but the Trump-tards just fucking shove their mask up to there then, don't they? Just remember this shit. He is New World Order. New World Order is slipping in unimpeded, largely for the fact that folks are falling for the bullshit. Well, no, 100% for the fact folks are falling for the bullshit, largely to the fact folks are falling for his bullshit. His. Because I guarantee you, if every Trump-tard woke up and actually saw what he's doing with real eyes rather than cover your eyes and ears when it don't sound right, it'd be over. It'd be over. The entire Q following shuts down and realises Trump is wearing a fucking mask and putting the military on the street to fucking force inject people who say I do not consent. You tell me that's not the fucking New World Order. Anyway, Trump-tards, if you can come to me and discuss it properly, I'd love the discussion. I would love the discussion. I know it's a bit fucking iffy to calling you a Trump-tard and then saying come and chat to me nice. It's just how it comes out of my mouth. Yeah. Once you realise, you'll be calling them Trump-tards yourself. It's against all logic. It's in the face of everything you knew before. Everything. And the one thing, even me on my last YouTube channel that was shut down because I was telling all this shit, and other shit and law mainly, I suppose, I said to bring, look at this, stood at a bus stop in fucking open air. In open air, they're fucking bonkers. I said last year, whatever they do will have to be so big because we know it's coming. We knew it was coming. Come on, I know I said that in the last video and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but we knew it was coming and we knew it would have to be huge and we knew it would have to be fantastical and we knew it would have to be so good the New World Order would be able to slip in unimpeded, absolutely unimpeded, while we know it is slipping in. Ta-da. Ta-fucking-da. Come on, Trump fucking supporters. Some of you I actually really do like. I'm losing respect of them daily. Their respect for me and my respect for them on a daily basis. But when somebody is watching your world burn and affecting every single loved one you have, there's good fucking reason for fallouts, isn't there? There's good fucking reason. I'd rather shake them, but as you know, my attitude isn't gently shake. I can't do that. I don't do that, fucker. I'm the guy who says get up off your fucking arse. That's how I get you moving, friend or loved one or not. In fact, a few friends and loved ones have heard me give it that as well, when absolute fucking panic or fear creates inactivity. Get off your fucking arse. In this case, cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is it's something that is not an insult. It's really not an insult, and so many folks I've said it to have been insulted by it. But I'll tell you straight, I suffer from cognitive dissonance all the time. We all do. Nobody doesn't. We've been born into a fucking world of deceit. You've been trained from birth to believe shit that just isn't true. Indoctrinated from your mother's first words because she was indoctrinated, or from your first word you heard of your mother. But she was indoctrinated, as was her mother, and probably not before that, because there was a reset, if anybody wants to look into it. That's probably as far as it really fucking goes. But hey, that's one to look into if anybody wants to. Those following the Bible, I'm going to have a fantastic chat about the resets and mud floods with our sister Mary, and I'm going to get the church's take on how the Bible can be true when you've got all this resetting and such like. Not that I'm challenging a faith, and I shouldn't really say it as the Bible is true, and I won't. I'll be very, very careful. I am careful when I'm talking to her, because respect, it's a nun. You don't want to go destroying a nun's world. If you take away her belief system, she's got nothing left. You've just killed a woman. You just killed a woman. So I have got to be very tiptoey. But I'm going to educate her on mud flood and Tartaria, and I'm going to see where her mind takes this. And it'll be interesting to where she takes it into her other friends within the church, and why not? But I'll tell you something, she ain't fell for Trump. Funny as fuck. She says every single one of the leaders is an agent of Satan. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it at that now. But hey, Trump supporters, come on, start looking at the obvious now. You've had them blinkers on for far too long, and you can't fucking stand in good conscience now with clean hands ignoring the shit he's doing that evidences the New World Order, and you certainly can't brush it off as he's just going along with it for now so he can stop it right at the very last minute. Come on, you know how that shit plays out. Way too fucking late as they're sitting chuckling, all friends together. Come on, folks. Anyway, see you all later. I don't think it's too late. Any of us can come back together that have fallen out over this bollocks, because it was all deception, and there's reasons they do it, and there's reasons you fall for it. You don't fall for it because you're an idiot, but once it becomes obvious, really fucking obvious, and you're going to keep it up, then you're an idiot. If you want to just shut up about Trump and let it just slip away quietly, you're also a fucking idiot, because you need to be waking up the others that are involved in that shit so they can fucking actually get on the side of the fucking opposition, if we actually have one, to the New World Order, to not consent properly, not just leave it until they come and fucking slam on you, and then you're fucked, and then you're like, oh well, as I thought Trump was, I thought. I did see a couple with the Trump thing saying they realised that he'd shown his true colours, but unfortunately the next day they seemed to slip straight back. In fact, I had a weird, bizarre conversation with one who absolutely got it, and then in the next breath was saying, but he is going to make the change, he is fighting for it, and he is going to... Anyway, I'm going to fuck off. I'll keep going. Look after yourselves. Love you all. And just see what's in front of your face, for fuck's sake. Tick-tock. Tick-tock.